Hello everyone, my name is Amy Harper and I have learned a lot the last 4 years about the finance world. Today I'm going to focus this presentation on two well-known innovative companies, Phillips 66 and the Enron Corporation. I will try and show you how their ethics and financial behaviors are very different. Enron was a new economy company that mostly dealt in old industries and hard assets. Besides buying and selling gas and electricity futures, it shaped whole new markets for such commodities as broadcast time for advertisers and internet bandwidth. Enron was known for its trading business in the stock market. In 1989, Jeff Skeeling joined Enron. In 5 years, Enron was not only delivering electricity, but trading it as well. They began trading other products such as lumber, steel, plastics, and metals. With its roots in the utility business, the company enjoyed a solid reputation for old economy stability. But unlike other energy companies, Enron thrusted itself into the internet. The business press ate it up, and so did Wall Street, sending the stock into a stratosphere. At its peak, Enron was worth about $70 billion, its shares trading for about $90 each. According to the National Public Radio, NPR, the fall of Enron, by the end of 2000, they recorded revenues of $100 billion on paper, making them the 7th largest company in the United States. Enron employed 20,000 people. Enron supported hundreds of charities, including United Way, the Multiple Sclerosis Society, the YMCA, the Holocaust Museum, and the SPCA. High on the list for recipients were politicians. Kenneth Lay and his wife set the standard. Their name was on virtually every charity event in the city. Accounting issues. Mark to Market aims to provide a realistic appraisal of an institution or company's current financial situation. According to Enron, the fall of Wall Street darling, Mark to Market can work well for securities, but it can be devastating to other businesses. Ethics in accounting. These are two of the reasons that Enron collapsed. Stock options. Enron would use their stock options to attract employees. There was a problem with this, though. The stock wasn't all it cracked up to be. You see, Enron would hide their losses through the SPE, Special Purpose Entities. SPEs were used to hide assets that were losing money or big ventures that had gone under. Andrew Faskow was responsible for the innovative system that showed gains in Enron's capitals by obtaining partnerships with companies it had created, and it used those partnerships to hide huge debts and heavy losses on the trading business. Enron played big in the stock market. Enron used stock options to hide money. Enron was granted government deregulation, and as a result, Enron executives were permitted to maintain control over the agencies that controlled the earning reports that were released to the investors and employees alike. According to Laws, the website, the numbers on these reports were extremely skewed. Enron Enron's ethics. At one time, Enron was a highly respected company to work for, but in the 90s, this began to change. Enron became a dog-eat-dog company where everyone wanted a piece of the pie. Thanks to, in Enron culture, it made it very difficult to stand up to your supervisor on even the basic accounting issues that were found. The employees were afraid of losing their jobs, so they didn't say anything, even when they knew that the numbers were wrong. Thanks to Sharon Watkins for finally stepping up and blowing the whistle on a situation at Enron in regards to Lay and his responsibilities of the Enron bankruptcy. According to the YouTube documentary Mudshots, Enron, on December 3rd, 2001, the largest bankruptcy in the United States history to date was filed. Thousands lost their jobs and retirement accounts were wiped out. In total, $25 billion were lost, and public pension funds suffered a $1.5 billion loss. Phillips 66. Phillips 66 is a wonderful company to work for. One of the ways Phillips 66 company maintains their accounting procedures is through a checks and balance system. They also have corporate auditing programs. Their information is not only audited by an internal fixed account group, but it is also audited by an external company too. Phillips 66 has an audit and finance committee that is appointed by the board of directors. It assists the board in fulfilling its oversight responsibilities. The committee will review the company's overall direction and compliance with legal and regulatory requirements, and its policies include its Code of Business Ethics and Conduct. Maintain open and direct lines of the company with its board of company managers, internal auditors, and independent auditors. The committee will have the authority to retain special legal accounting or other experts for advice, consultation, or specific investigations. The committee may request an officer or employee of the company's outside legal counsel, or the independent auditor to attend a meeting of the committee or to meet with any member of or consult to the committee. The committee will have full access to the books, records, and facilities of the company. Phillips 66 does just what they say. They make good, sound decisions when performing accounting audits. The creation of Phillips 66. Phillips 66 is executing the strategy to maintain strong operating excellence, deliver profitable growth, enhance returns on capital, raise shareholders' distributions, and develop other people into a high-performing organization. They are capitalizing in high-value business. Phillips 66 employs 14,000 people. In 2015, the capital budget is $4.6 billion, consisting of $3.4 billion of growth capital and $1.2 billion of sustaining capital. Phillips 66 is comprised of 4 different segments. Growth in each capital in each funding infrastructure. Midstream consists of natural liquids and transport business. Chemical segment is important part of the strategy in order to keep credit shareholders' value. Refining segment is an important competitor in the domestic fuels industry. A marketing segment, according to PSPI, during 2014, Phillips 66 increased the dividend by 28% and returned $4.7 billion of capital to shareholders through the dividends, share repurchase, and the exchange of Phillips Security Products, Inc. Phillips 66 values. Phillips 66 purpose is to provide energy and improve lives, and they are governed by three strong values: safety, honor, and commitment. Phillips 66 strives Phillips 66 strives to attract, train, develop, and retain individuals with the knowledge and the skills to implement their business plan while supporting their values. Phillips wants to keep their outstanding credit with the government based on their accounting efforts. Phillips 66 purpose is to provide energy and improve lives, and they are governed by three strong held values: safety, honor, and commitment. Phillips 66 wants to keep their outstanding credit with governments based on their accounting efforts. A number of federal, state, and local laws govern corporate involvement in activities of political or public policy nature. Statutes contain numerous prohibitions detailing reporting and record-keeping requirements and enforcement provisions. Phillips 66 has a team that handles this for them. They are called the PAC, Political Action Committee. Phillips 66 Code of Ethics. According to the Phillips 66 Code of Ethics, as a condition of employment, everybody's personal responsibility. Phillips 66 prides itself on being a responsible citizen in the communities where its employees live and work. Support values. According to Phillips 66 focus areas, here are some examples of Phillips 66 values that we support: education and literacy, environment and sustainability, community safety and preparedness. Throughout the year, Phillips 66 offers different programs that help to support these focus areas and values, like Energy Days, Bring Your Child to Work Day, and the Day of Caring. Through Enron, though Enron and Phillips 66 are or were both world-renowned corporation businesses, they have very different values. And some of the things we discussed were how corporations can fill a company through the ethical values that surround the employees. We have also discussed the mistakes that were made by the accountant and auditors, that if they would have acted more ethically, and Enron Corporation may not have suffered quite the loss. Who was responsible for the actions that were taken against the company? I have also shown how Phillips 66 handles the accounting process. Phillips 66 holds their employees responsible for their actions and ethical values they possess. And we've also discussed the important financial decisions that are made daily in the corporate world. Though Enron and Phillips 66 both had issues, Phillips 66 seems to have been able to keep their ethical values and maintain a healthy environment. The truth in finance will go a long way. It will help you to build a better foundation and improve the standing in the end. Thank you very much for your time. What did we do on time?
16.
That's... How do I cut it anymore? Everything I'm telling you is
I know.
good information.
I know.
I could cut this part out, but that's not really going to